And of course, as dear as she is to me in the capacity of my former client, she's also very kick-ass. She's very kick-ass as a coach, and that is why we decided to collaborate and create a kick-ass event together where we are holistically going to look at your life, not just your love life, which is what Sami Wunder is really good at, but we're also going to look at your career, and we're going to look at, how we can make you access the power that lies within you when it comes to negotiation, when it comes to power communication, when it comes to accessing what you're really good at and bringing that to the world, because that is what Kelly is a master at. So Kelly, can you give the girls a little insight into the kind of work you have been doing in the last several years? I know you're really good at retreats, and you were leading one of Europe's best retreats in Ibiza for the longest time. So can you tell us what work you do in your own words? Because I think you'll describe it best.
Yeah, of course. Well, a bit about me. I worked in corporate world for 12 years. I worked in banking. And I know a lot of women out there are on the corporate treadmill, working really hard. And I had success. I could buy whatever handbag I wanted. I could go on holiday, and it was all great. But inside, I felt really empty. And I kept having this question coming inside me saying, is this it? Is this like what success is? And it felt really empty inside. So I went on a journey to find out what it is that I would really love to do, what would give me that deep fulfillment, that life purpose that we all search for. And I set up a retreat company in 2011 in Ibiza. And for the last 3 years, I've been helping people on a one-on-one basis or in groups and retreats in order to help them find out what they've been put on this earth to do. Because we spend so much time at work, and if you're not doing something fulfilling, no amount of money, no amount of great holidays can plaster over that empty feeling that you have inside. And so what I do is really help people find out what is their life purpose, and then work out what are the steps to start living from their life purpose, whether it's teaming up with someone in a business that have aligned values, or whether it's setting up their own business. So I work on the practical side, but also it's still a love project like you, Sami. What would you love to do in life?
Well, I'm doing exactly what I love to do, Kelly.
Me too. And that is so much more important, right, than any amount of promotion or career development can give you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's funny how like every aspect of your life starts to blossom, whether it's money or love, relationships, when you are in touch with the person that you want to be, right?
Yeah.
So many of us are not in touch with that person we were born to be. We're just wrapped up in fear, insecurity, not living from our power.
Exactly. The thing is that we're brought up to be good girls, and we're really successful in our studies. We get amazing grades. We get amazing jobs. We get amazing promotions because we think that's what we're brought up by our parents and by society. And it's not to say our parents are bad. It's just that we never ask ourselves, very rarely, what is it that I would love? And us women have such a big heart, and connecting to that is the first step that I do with my clients, so that they do what they love instead of what they think they should be doing.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. Now, I know that some of my clients don't want to be business owners. They don't want to be, businesses or services at all. But these are actually women in the corporate world. And these are women who have, challenges negotiating salaries, or, they feel like they're not being compensated enough or praised enough for what they're doing. And, sometimes because they come to me learning femininity, they often have a challenge. They start to see dynamics at work where, they feel like they're not being appreciated, or maybe their ideas are discounted. And then they come back to me and say, Sami, that is the time when I actually want to be really masculine and push forward. And I'm sure there's a fine balance there between being masculine, aggressive, and standing up for yourself in a very high value way. will we be touching on this on the retreat? Because I know it will really help some of my clients.
For sure, because the thing is, we all know there's a pay gap in the world. Men get paid more than women. Why is that? It's really simple. Men ask for pay rises. They don't put the emotion into it. They don't justify it. They say, hey, I'm good at what I do and I deserve a pay rise for these reasons. And us women get so much attachment to it. Oh, what if we're good enough, not good enough, and all that stuff that we don't ask. And so, yeah, I will help those women to empower them so that they feel they can ask for this conversation, have those conversations confidently with no attachment. It's got nothing to do with them personally. It's a business conversation. And then secondly, about your business and how you act in your corporate career. And I know you talk about this in love relationships, but your boundaries. You know, us women, if we have a family or we have other commitments, you know, we're not just there for work. It's very difficult for us to draw boundaries at work. And so some of my clients are getting calls at weekends, late at night.
Working overtime, that's a big one for some of my clients.
Yeah.
I mean, they're amazing women. I can't tell you how amazing they are because I get to work with them so closely in my mastermind or, you know, my private clients. And it's amazing how their value is just not like, it's just not reflected in the way they work.
Yeah.
Because they're selling themselves so short and they are not charging what they should be charging. They're not speaking up where they should be speaking. And that is why, Kelly, I'm so excited that we're creating this event. Ladies, for everyone who's watching, you know, you will rarely find me taking another name in the community, right? It's only my 3 coaches, and now it's Kelly. And this is simply because I am really careful around who I, you know, recommend, because then my name goes behind that person. And Kelly is someone who is so good at, you know, empowering you in your career. And because she has been a former client of mine and has been so successful, you know, this woman for me represents not just, you know, the language I speak. So she's very close to my values of, you know, diva and boundaries and confidence and authenticity and feminine energy. And she brings all her years and years of corporate experience into the way she coaches you with your career transition or at your, you know, on behaviors, high value behaviors in the career place. And that is why I'm so excited to bring Kelly, because I think it's going to be such an amazing coming together of love and life in general, because it's not just our love life that defines our happiness, it's also work life. And if we're stressed at work, and if we're unhappy, and if we're constantly busy, or we constantly feel undervalued, that plays into the love life. Isn't that true, Ken?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you look at it from an energetic perspective, or when you feel down, it leaks across all areas of your life. You can't help it. And it's the same with your love relationship. If it isn't going the way you want it to be, it leaks into your work. You might feel a bit teary, a bit sad. So being able to empower our clients in both areas, they're the 2 main areas, right? The other area is finance. That comes from your work, your social life, you know, it's all, but those 2 main areas, if you can empower yourself in those 2 areas, then it's going to empower all the rest of areas of your life.
Absolutely. And in this retreat, you know, if you've been to any of my live events, you know, they're all about luxury and fun, and they are about empowerment. And so we've called this retreat the Empowered Woman in Life and Love, because we truly believe that, you know, both those areas of our life have to work in harmony in order for us to feel good in everyday life and to feel confident in our abilities to steer our own life, which is so important. And unfortunately, university degrees don't always give those skills, do they, Kelly?
No, the life skills, type the soft skills, how to connect to your heart, how to know what you want, how to do boundaries.
Yeah, nobody taught us that. So we all learn it the difficult way, but you don't have to learn it the difficult way, because we're going to put it together all for you in a beautiful 4-day experience. So 3 nights and 4 days in Ibiza, which is the destination for summer holidaying. So you know, a lot of you are interested in the coaching, and of course you should be, because this is world class content and material that is delivered on the retreats that I organize. And I think Kelly is going to bring equally exciting and jam packed with information content for the coaching days that we're going to be holding in Ibiza. But also, Ibiza is a lot of fun. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Kelly, you've lived in Ibiza for how long? You've lived in Ibiza previously, right?
Yeah, since 2011. And I've been going there for 20 years.
You're like an Ibiza addict.
So for me, it's my favorite place in the world. I've traveled to Nepal, Japan, South America. I've been to a lot of places, and this island has such beauty and such a special energy, that, you know, when you go somewhere and you're like, I want all my friends and all my family to go there, and I just have to get them to go. Like if it's a movie or something, it's the same thing. I just can't wait to share this really special place with everyone.
I'm so excited. And the reason why, Kelly, I have to be very honest. You know, last year I tried to get a booking in Ibiza and it was all full. It was so much in demand. I tried to look for the best hotels and they were all full.
It's crazy how busy it is there.
Such a popular destination and everybody wants to be there. And I thought to myself, you know, Kelly has been organizing world class retreats. And if she can, you know, with luck, ladies, by the way, we have hired a very special place. So it's not a hotel we're going to stay in. We're going to stay in a mansion on a private freaking peninsula on Ibiza. It's crazy, right?
It's honestly like, this villa is not available to rent. It's just a client that I've known for a few years who's willing to open up it's her family home. They go there a few times a year and they've opened it up to us. So this, you can't buy this. Literally, it's priceless.
It's priceless. And Kelly, do you want to tell everyone who's watching what is part of the facilities on the villa that we're going to be staying in? So I think Kelly's being modest. Basically, that villa belongs to a billionaire. And that's like their home for indulgence and luxury. And that's what we're going to have for those 4 days and 3 nights for us. So Kelly, do you want to tell us what all is there?
Yeah.
What the girls use?
So of course, you know, you will expect a pool. There's a jacuzzi which is in the vineyard that overlooks all the property. There's a private gym and a hammam, a massage room. There's a cinema, and in the cinema it's full of all cinema memorabilia. So there's Elizabeth Taylor's chair from one of her films. There's lots of classic art and modern art too. Each room is designed differently, and they're absolutely beautiful rooms with your own private bathroom with Bulgari products.
Yay!
Yay!
And we're not going to be sharing rooms, so every woman gets her own room.
Yeah, that's important, I think.
Right? We're not little girls. Yeah. Let's do it this way. Anyway, so that also restricts the number of women we can take in. It's just 10 women, right? So it's only open to 10 women in our communities. And I'm super excited because that place has its own vineyards. It has its own little escape to the sea. You have your own private beach. Goddamn. You can go swim on the terrace. You can enjoy the Ibiza sun. You can sip cocktail. We're going to have private housemaids. We're going to have a chef who's going to cook us breakfast every single day. He's also going to cook us lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on Friday, when you arrive, we recommend that you arrive early in the morning so that you can actually just spend the whole day indulging in Ibiza luxury and everything that the house has to offer, right, Kelly?
Exactly. Yeah, get there. And we've included dinner now, a welcome dinner that wasn't included originally, but we decided we really wanted to welcome you.
Yeah, so we're going to do a Friday dinner welcome as well. And we also decided to provide transfers twice a day. So we're going to welcome women. We are going to provide you a Mercedes-Benz to arrive from the airport and come to the mansion 2 times a day. So if that fits your schedule, and hopefully it does, if it's half an hour early or half an hour late, you might actually want to just stay at the airport and then like come with the group of women who will be arriving. And that way, yeah, you get to also have the transfers both to and back from the airport. So that's also included.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, so hmm,
Sorry, and then I was going to say, and then we've left just Saturday and Sunday free for dinner to go and enjoy Ibiza's hotspots.
yeah, absolutely. So we are going to be in a more, private sanctuary, to be honest. Like you're going to have the sea and you're going to have the olive trees and you're going to have the vineyards, but you're not going to have the nightlife access within the mansion unless we all decide to like enter the cinema room and blast our own music. But I, for one, would personally love to go into the city and experience the nightlife. I think it has really cool and amazing nightlife, which is very exciting. So I would love to go with my divas and experience nightlife. Also for myself, every time you're in a new country or, you want to experience what it has to offer. And you can't go to Ibiza and not like experience it. Right, girls? So we're all going to do that. And we're going to do that with you. So that's going to be a lot of fun. What we also have on the plan for you is private massagists who are going to come to the mansion and do a massage, a body massage under the sun, without the sun, in a private room. We also have a private massage room, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Crazy, girls. It's crazy. And it's going to be amazing, right? So I, for one, like to plan events, organize events that excite me. Because I truly believe that a woman who learns how to follow her bliss in life and to follow her joy in life and to do more of what brings her to life is the woman who is going to make the maximum number of right decisions in her life, simply because she is in flow. She is connected with her joy. And it really trickles to every aspect of life, love or work. If you are flowing in the direction of what feels good and you're able to say yes to yourself over and over and over again, and yes to what feels good to you and would do good to you, you are on the right track.
Exactly, yeah. So if you say yes to this, then you're saying yes to so many things opening up in your life. Yes to luxury, yes to empowerment, yes to love, yes to the career that you'd love.
Yes to feeling important and feeling like you matter. Yes to spending that money that you work so hard to earn on yourself. I think it's like still an alien concept to a lot of clients, They make money, but when it comes, and they would give it away in a heartbeat if their kid wanted it, or if their friend was in stress, they would offer it. But when it comes to doing that ourselves, that's where all the resistance and all the trigger and all the yucky comes up, right?
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, you wouldn't think twice about spending double that on a family holiday, but when you think for you, we get all those nasty voices that come up that say, oh, I'm selfish and I should. If you hear yourself saying I should, that means that's injected from someone else. It's not what your heart feels.
Absolutely. Should is a word we really have to watch out for. The only should is follow your joy. Really, that is the only should, because that is the answer to living that high value, high vibrational, saying yes to yourself and what you know is good for you and will do your heart and soul good, and saying yes to that over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ladies, I am super excited to welcome 10 of you to the retreat. We already have places going away. And it's always amazing, Kelly, the mix of women that also comes together.
Yeah, I think it's for a reason. Like there's a higher order that's organizing that group of people. There's normally a synergy of people that come together and decide to make this investment in themselves.
That's so true. Because I remember from the retreat in Santorini last year that I did, we made friendships for life.
Yeah, I mean,
their life. And for some women, that was the singular most amazing experience of their life. They had never done anything like that before. And unless they come for another retreat with Sami, we don't know if they can outdo that experience that we created together, right? Because it's not just Sami, it's not just Kelly, it's the energy of everyone coming together.
Yeah, and what you're going to go through and what you're going to face and overcome and what you're going to commit yourself to. When you commit to yourself and you'll get some epiphanies during that retreat, and you'll think, wow, I want to do that, and I'm going to do that. When you commit to yourself in front of a group of women, they support you all the way, and you know you've got your sisters, your divas behind you holding that energy for you, so you can't fail. It's so beautiful.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for the fun, for the love, for self-love, for self-pampering, for luxury, for getting comfortable with luxury, I think I was about to end here, but this is another topic. I think so many of us resist luxury.
Yeah, we do with what we, again, what we need, what we have to, but not what we would love. Again, luxury is what we would really love, our secret things that we would love, and then we go, oh no, I couldn't possibly do that.
Or it's wrong, or it's selfish, or so many, like we start to feel like bad people when we give ourselves those gifts, right?
Yeah.
Because we think of all the people who are hungry in the world and all the people who don't have what we, what we have, and then we feel like bad people and selfish. I think this is also something that really comes up for a lot of people. Yeah, and what we forget is that we can only help and be there for someone else when we allow ourselves to feel our love first, when we can be there for ourselves first.
Yeah.
Right? Don't have to sacrifice your joy. You can still be there for everyone. You can still, help. I help an African children's charity, and that's really close to my heart, but I never like to talk about it, and now I have talked about it, ironically. But these are things that are close to our heart, and we really have to believe at some deep level that when we are happy and when we are fulfilled and when we are investing in ourselves, that's when we are capable of actually making a difference in the world.
Yeah, because your cup is full and you're not trying to get your cup filled from other people. You feel full already and it's actually overflowing. So you feel, I love that saying, empowered women empower other women. And that's true. If you're not empowered, then you get into negativity. And us women as well, we're scared almost to shine our light and to be who we are because we're worried about making other women feel small or jealousy, all those, triggers that it brings up in other people. But by shining your light, you're giving people to shine theirs even brighter.
Yeah. So we're giving people permission. We're giving other women permission to shine their light brighter when we shine our own light. Yeah. And guess what? Like, it takes guts. It takes guts. And that's why it's so amazing to have a community around you that supports you and that, I don't know, cheers you on in the harder moments when things are feeling hard and you just want to give up and you'd rather just be a little ball of scared, playing small versus playing big and like going for what you want. So all those exciting things are happening in Ibiza in May for everyone who is unable to join me in Malta. In April, you don't want to miss Ibiza. Yeah, there is nothing like live energy. There is nothing like live coaching experience. And I think this whole energy of women, amazing, smart, successful, intelligent, strong women coming together in this gorgeous location with this gorgeous self-love and pampering and all the amazing gifts that, life has to offer. We are together going to create an experience that is going to last with you for a lifetime. And you will leave feeling like this is one of the best things you ever did for yourself. And I can say that because I've done these events over and over again now, and so has Kelly. And we both know what we're doing. So we can tell you that it's not just life-changing for our clients, it's also life-changing for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still friends with so many people that came on. I had 500 women people coming on my retreats a year, and there's so many of them that we're close to each other now. Like, you can't break that connection and that support.
Absolutely. So let's show the fears. Who's the boss, ladies? If you have fears, maybe you don't have any fears at all. Why should I even assume you have fears unless you share with me that you have fears? So if you have no fears, hurrah, your commitment deposit is 1,400 euros and the total price of the retreat is 3,400 euros with your uber luxurious accommodation included, with your breakfast included on 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, with dinner included on Friday and lunch included on Saturday and Sunday as well. So all of that stuff has been included. Airport transfers, we are also providing twice a day for going to the airport and coming back from the airport, your massages and all that luxury stuff that you can use in the house. All of that is included in the price of the retreat. The only thing that's not included are your flights. So Europe girls have it easy. America has to book fast. And anything else I'm forgetting?
Just the dinner on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, but who wants dinner included on Saturday and Sunday? I want to go
Well, you
out.
want to, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so many beautiful places to go to. You wouldn't want to just stay in the villa the whole time.
Yeah, so villa has its place, and then we also want to experience the nightlife. So all of that is included, and you just have to pay 1,400 right now to book your seat. And all you have to do is send me a message. Send me a message, and we're gonna put you on board, and then we're gonna bring all of you together who are coming as the dates approach and get closer. We're gonna put you on a Facebook group. You can interact with each other, coordinate if you want to coordinate something, and you're gonna get the schedule as well. And basically, Ibiza in summer, bikini, swimwear, flip-flops, sunglasses, and just a really good mood and a loving heart, and that's the recipe for having an amazing life-changing experience together.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. Really good. I can't wait.
I can't wait too. And I'm going to have a kids weekend. Kids weekend. All right. So thank you, Kelly, for joining us.
Thanks, everyone. Brilliant. Thanks, Sami.
You're welcome. And everyone who wants to show up and is inspired to show up, and you know this is for you, send us a message. We would love to see you, meet you, hug you in person, and have a ball of a time. Because you're worth it. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, divas. Thank you for watching.